Hello everyone, I am Aryan Agarwal and you're watching another episode of CC Conversations brought to you by Corporate Citizen. And today's episode is very special because we have with us right now Captain Navtej Singh. He's a retired Navy officer and currently has transitioned into a photographer as a hobby. But that's not all. He's a storyteller as well. So he says story, he tells stories through his photographs. So let's talk to him about his journey, how it has been. So firstly, I'd like to thank you for being in our podcast. It's a pleasure having you here. So my first question would be that your journey has taken you from being an Navy officer to now you are a photographer. So how did that transition actually happen? What motivated you or inspired you?
See, when I was in the Navy, I was handling publicity for the Navy. So, all naval officers can do any job. So, maybe 15, 16 years back, I was put into a department where I was supposed to handle publicity. And the good videos and photographs were very difficult to come by. So, that was the time I had bought a DSLR and I thought, let me try taking a few photographs. And when I took photographs, they came out pretty okay. And slowly over a period of time, I honed my skills and I started taking photographs. So it wasn't, I won't say a transition. Navy really helped me hone my skills as a photographer, and they helped me in, in each and every way to, enhance my skill as a photographer. And I came to a point where I realized that I needed to move out and travel on my own rather than do things through Navy. So that is the point I decided to take premature retirement and leave Navy just to travel and document various places which would have been difficult while I was in service.
So what kind of places or people do you document or do you like to document?
See, I document anything that is photo worthy, anything that catches my eye. I see world in frames. Like I'm sitting in this room, even in this room, I'm seeing everything as a frame. You're a frame, he's a frame, both of you together are a frame. So I think world as a frame. So anything that appeases my senses is photographed by me. So I can never say that I'm, only inclined to doing portraits, or I will only do landscapes, or I'll do only aerial photography. No, I'll do anything that appeases my soul and my senses.
Definitely, sir. So a huge part of your work includes, the photographs or the documentation of vanishing communities, the communities which are not in the mainstream media. So why do you think that the stories of these communities is important?
Okay. See, I started my photography journey maybe 15, 16 years back when I bought a DSLR. And I didn't click vanishing communities until 10 years back because I never knew about them. So, with advent of modern technology, with the reach of media, with reach of television, your mobiles, everything is changing. Life is becoming far easier than it was. It's much easier to wear a cap than tie a turban. Or why should, say, a Changpa stay in harsh environment where temperature is minus 50 degrees? In, frigid Ladakh, they would rather come and stay in Leh where temperatures are manageable, everything is available, water, electricity, everything is available. Why would somebody like to stay? So media has changed. Media and technology has changed a lot. Now with people getting educated, I don't mean to say that nobody should get educated. But as education comes in, people realize there are easier ways to make money. Now, if I take a herder, if he has even 500 sheep, how much money can he make? Maybe a lakh and a half, or 2 lakhs on an average in a month. While a child who's educated can have a far more easier life and over a period of time, earn much more money with very little effort. And not even a herder's job is a 24 hours job with no breaks in between. There were 365 days and there's no certainty of income. Droughts affects, things affect. But if you're in a permanent place, you're not moving, your children are getting education. Maybe not this generation, maybe 2 generations down, they would be in a place where they are able to earn a farm, a greater amount of money. So nobody wants to continue in their old traditional vocations. They want to move out of it and come to an easier life. And what you see on TV, if you go to the remotest village in our country, they would have a Wi-Fi, they may have a 4G or a 5G connection. They are connected to each other by mobiles. So they see easy life, they see more glamorous life, more colorful life, and they want to move there. So these are all vanishing communities.
So as you mentioned earlier in our conversation as well, that the younger generations, of this particular, what we say as vanishing communities, they are already migrating to cities, right? If I'm not wrong. So can we stop this? Like, is there a way to stop this?
No, why? How can we stop this? How do you know what your forefathers did? How can you or I say that we are no one to stop them? Yes, the only way of probably nipping it in a way would be to give them a better remuneration, a better life. Make this equally lucrative as moving to city. So I don't see that happening anymore in India. It is impossible.
So, as being someone who has transitioned into a field like photography, such a creative field like photography, from an army field or from a national defense field. So, what do you think is the importance of creativity? How important it is?
Creativity, see, for everyone, creativity is a very different field.
Yeah.
Cooking in a kitchen is also creativity. Painting a house is creativity. Gardening is creativity. Everything is creativity. So, what hones your skills, or what arouses your senses, is creativity. So it makes you feel alive. It makes you feel connected with so many things. You get to know so many things. Your mind works uh, in a very positive manner to take out creations out of things which could be just lying disorganized, or you won't see an order in it.
That's great. So coming to the last question, sir, throughout your journey, what is that one experience or one learning that you would like to share with the audience? Any one moment which you would never forget in your life?
No, moments, I've got millions of moments which I'll never forget. But learning, I would say, you can only be successful in any endeavor. See, I'm not giving you a bookish knowledge, though it sounds bookish. Is only if you're passionate about it. If you dream, sleep, drink, what you think, can you be successful? If you ask me something about a camera, technically today I know nothing technically about the camera. I know so many photographers who are brilliant at, at, at the technical knowledge of camera, but maybe not so brilliant at taking photographs. I'm so possessed when I have a camera. So what I mean to say, you need to be passionate about something to be successful. And talking about moments, I've had millions of moments. I've clicked at sea, I've clicked from air, I've clicked from various platforms in air, I've clicked from various platforms at sea. I've been in the toughest of conditions at sea, standing at the forecastle of a ship and clicking with water going on top of me, cameras getting written off, going into sea. It's happened so many times. I've hung out of an aeroplane with someone just holding my trouser without a harness to click to get that one perfect image. So I have clicked tribes. I've sat with people. I've clicked, have conversed with them, eaten their food, shared their lives with them. So these are memories which I carry. Like I always tell to people, the photographs I show you are only two dimensions. They got only length and width, while the photograph which I have clicked to me has got hundreds of dimensions. The dimensions I have are my emotions in that photograph, the weather that time, the smells, the sounds. I can count thousands of things, which I can't show to you. So whenever I click a photograph and come, I don't like the photographs. It's like a huge canvas and I'm just taking a dot out of that canvas. What I can show you is that little space, while the space is phenomenal. So I have never liked a photograph I've clicked maybe for 2 or 3 months. And then when I open that image and I see that image, I realize, wow, this is brilliant. And this is a small part of such a big set. And at least I got that small part.
Lovely. So I think it was pretty evident in the video that sir is passionate about photography, and maybe that's the takeaway that we can take, to be passionate about what we do. So sir, thank you so much once again for being a part of our podcast. And yes, we are keen on bringing such podcasts. So subscribe to our channel and see you in the next episode. Till then, stay tuned.
Thank you so much.